YouTube, it's me, Nan, your Pudgy Picker. I wanted to do a quick sit-down video with you and go over some information. I did my weight loss update. I'm looking at notes, so if you wonder why I keep looking down. October. Can you believe it's been that long? So I believe it was like October. I just watched the video because I wanted to see what I covered. I think October 9th is when I put up my last video about my weight loss. I wanted to tell you how I'm doing. So, I'm doing really good. I have changed up a few things of the way I was doing. Before I was doing basically keto. I was eating less than 20 carbs a day. I was keeping track of my carbs as well as my calories. So a few things have changed. I am basically doing now what would be called ketovor. What that is keto, but it's heavy on the meat side. So that's basically what I am doing now. I am no longer keeping track of my calories. I am only keeping track of my carbs. I keep my carbs 10 or lower. So that is one change that I've made since I did my last video in October. So this being January 2020, I wanted to do an update. I kind of thought, oh, it was like a month and a half ago I talked about this. No, it was October, November, December, almost 3 months ago. So when I did that video, I was 234 pounds. When I started doing this in July, I had lost some weight before July, but I really knuckled down in July. So my highest weight ever was 325. There will be math involved. So my highest weight was 325. When I started this, like this type, like doing keto, it's been almost a year and a half I've been doing this to some extent. When I started this, I was 285. In July, when I really got super serious about it, my weight was 262. And when I did my video, I was 234. So, you say, well, what weight are you now? As of today, I am 219. Yay! Everyone applaud now, applaud. So I literally have 34 pounds to go until I get to my goal. Now I kind of consider this my first goal because it's been a long time since I have been 185. So I kind of want to just get to that goal weight and see how I feel and see, what I look like and see if I want to do a little more, which I might. Another 5, 10, 15 pounds beyond that. But 185 is good. I am quite tall. I don't know if you know this, but I am 5'10", so that really helps me a lot. So, yeah, so my goal now is to make 185, and I am looking to do that by my birthday. It's totally doable. My birthday is in June, so I can totally do that. So, that being said, giving you all the numbers, the supplements that I was taking that I talked about in October, I'm still basically taking all the same supplements, except now that I'm meat heavy and I'm not really having much vegetables, if any, I am taking a supplement which is from, I think it's called Ancestral Supplements, and it is a desiccated beef liver. That sounds horrible. I've never really eaten liver before. I do eat brown swagger, which is like a pate. It's a goose liver or a pig liver, but it's in such a way where I can eat it and I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me. I like it. My husband, who is German, does not like it. So I do take that, or I eat that more, so I am going to kind of eventually maybe be backing off that a little bit, but you kind of need, if you're going to do more of a carnivore or a ketovore, you do need to be eating organ meat to get everything you need and to have a well-rounded, nutrients. So that is what I'm doing basically now. Like I said, I'm hoping to be my 185 or a little bit lower by my birthday. Like I said, it might go lower. Not keeping track of calories. I am fully relying now on keto or the ketovor, where I am eating very, what's the word? Basic? Is that the word I want to use? I am not eating, I'm trying to stay away from processed food. I'm still having what I called my Franken coffee. So I have that for like my first meal, quote unquote. And then for dinner, I usually just have some kind of meat. Steak, pork. Tonight, for dinner tonight, I had bacon and eggs because my husband wanted something that I can't really have. So I was like, you know what? I'll make yours, and then I'll do bacon and eggs for dinner. So that's what I had. So also, I think I mentioned in my last video, I was doing fasting, intermittent fasting. I was fasting 16 to 18 hours a day, and then having that window of like 6 to 8 hours that I would have my first meal and then my last meal. Right now, I am doing 20 hours of fasting, and then I have a 4-hour window of eating. So I don't eat or have anything until like 3 o'clock, and then my last meal I am done by 7. So that intermittent fasting, if you look any information up on it, it's very good, especially when you're doing a keto type diet. It puts you into what's called autophagy. I know it's all sciencey, but that helps your cells kind of clean house when you're not constantly eating. And a fun fact, when your stomach's growling, it's not necessarily telling you you're hungry. It's just cleaning up and getting rid of old cells and doing a little dusting and sweeping. So it's actually a good thing. So that is what I am currently doing. So my last video that I did in October, I have lost 15 pounds since then. So I'm at 219. I have 34 more to go. Again, I'm hoping to be there or a little bit lower by my birthday. Still, I'm feeling really good on it. I've had a couple, slip-ups, I guess you want to call them. I've had a few slip-ups and felt horrendous afterwards. Your body gets what they call fat adapted, and when you're eating, you're not eating, sugar and carbs that your body is instantly using that for energy. If you're not eating that, then your body goes into its fat stores, and then you start losing. As far as activity, I'm still trying to do the 4 to 5 days a week of hitting my 10,000 steps a day. Again, that's an arbitrary number. It doesn't really, it's kind of like having the certain amount of water you should drink and all that. It's just kind of like a catchy thing that people say, hey, let's do this number, and that sounds cool. So my efforts always have been to just move more, get more exercise, get more movement in, and that works out really well. So get yourself a fitness tracker for a whole week. Don't even worry about what the number says for your walking each day or your movement each day. Then if you have has an app on the phone that it syncs with, what you can do is you can go back and look at what your steps were and then say, this was my average. Let's bump it up 100 steps. Let's bump it up 200 steps. So really, if anything, you're not competing with anyone else. You're bettering and competing with yourself. Always good advice. So I took from another YouTuber, instead of doing, what's the word? New Year's resolutions. This YouTuber called April Lauren, I've been watching her journey on losing 200 pounds. And she said, I'm going to choose a word for the year. And I loved the word, and I have a little sign hanging up here, and it says 2021 B, and the word is relentless. So that is my 2021 word. I'm stealing it from April, but relentless. just not giving up, just keep going, just keep pounding away, and that's what I'm doing. So that is my word of the year. So if you're one of those people that are like, oh, New Year's resolutions, you know, we remember a year ago when we're like, 2020 is our year, and it's going to be the best, and we're going to be awesome, and we're going to do all these things, and life has a way of, you know, yanking back those reins and saying, I have different plans. So pick a word. If you don't want to do resolutions, pick a word for the year. So 2021 is relentless, and that's what I'm going to do. So I do watch April Lauren. There's a few other weight loss channels that I watch that I enjoy. But as far as following doctors that are keto or ketovor or carnivore, I have 4 doctors and 1 nurse that I follow. If you're interested, I will leave their names down. I won't do a link to their channel. You could just look them up. I mentioned in my last video Dr. Ken Berry. He is carnivore. His wife Neisha is a nurse. She does ketovor. She's doing a lot of videos this month in January of recipes and what she eats and helpful hints and tricks. So, you know, you should check her out. I also watch a doctor called Dr. Cywes, Cywes. He is from Africa. He has a beautiful, thick accent. So I watch him. He is filled with information. You know, you watch different people who, you know, are doctors or whatever for lifestyle, but these personalities really mesh with me. Dr. Cywes is very cut to the point, blah, 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 here it is, and that's the kind of person I am, so I definitely enjoy his information. Their doctor is Dr. Eric Westman. He was, he studied and talked with Dr. Adkins years ago, and he's been practicing since then, and really, you know, knuckling down and doing the keto. Another doctor I watch occasionally is Dr. Paul Saladino. He also is very good information and as a doctor, and so you know, it's not just, I don't mind watching just what you would consider just the average Joe doing this diet. I don't mind the tips and tricks and ideas. I like listening to that. But when it comes down to really hard facts, I want someone who went to school, knows what they're talking about, and is good at that. Around my birthday is my next annual checkup for my doctor. So it'll be interesting to see. I would say that'll probably be the next time I'll update you. I will give you, I'll go over my numbers, let you know what my A1C and my blood pressure and all that stuff is. So that'll kind of be cool to get into that. And my doctor, who's been really on board, I think the last time I had a doctor's appointment with him, I was in the 240s. So I think he'll be really happy and proud of me as well. He's always been a good cheerleader, and he's been really fine with keto. He's perfectly okay with it. So yeah. So if you're interested in this lifestyle, do the research. And if you decide to do it, you know what? Just commit for a month and say, I'm just going to jump in feet first. I'm going to give it 30 days and see how I feel and see what my weight does. And I don't think you'll regret it. So I am one of those irritating people that talks about my diet, but I try not to all the time because nobody likes those people. It's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, let me tell you about my diet. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing that's slightly different. I'm kind of tweaking it and changing things up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It is almost midnight. I am like wide awake. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to watch my old videos, make a few notes of what I've changed, what's been different, and sit down with you again and talk. So it's pretty cool to think that my highest weight and where I am at right now, I have literally lost 106 pounds from my highest weight. I'm just totally blown away by that. So my sister, she's been doing it. She's done really well too. She keeps going. We're kind of, you know, lifting each other up and keeping each other going, which is awesome when you have somebody who's doing the same type of lifestyle that you are. So it's nice to talk to them and, hey, what do you think of this? And I was going to do this and I'm thinking about that. So that's been definitely been a blessing as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I will leave down in my description box, I'll leave you these different doctors so that you can take a look. or, you know, talk to your doctor. I think most doctors are pretty good about being okay with it. Nutrition is not something that a lot of people get a lot, unfortunately, in medical school. So some of them are like, oh, that's scary, don't do that. So I have a very forward-thinking doctor, and I'm very happy with it. And he's seeing my results, and hopefully that's helping other patients come to him that are saying, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to feel better, I want to get off some medication. And hopefully he's saying, hey, I have a patient that's doing really well on that. So, yeah, thank you for tuning into this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. I am, at the end of this video, going to show you some before and after pictures of where I was and where I'm at right now. I know you don't see me except for here, basically videos, because I'm like, hey, look what I bought at the thrift store. So we'll do a few, you know, standing up shots so you can see. I mean, it's kind of obvious I'm losing weight. I have this little wiggly thing here, but again, like I said in the last video, small price to pay for health and feeling as good as I do. So again, I will see you guys next time for a haul or a DIY of something that has nothing to do with my weight. So I will see you guys next time, and until then, happy picking. Bye!